Welcome back to Ordo Mysticus. I'm Ray Del Sol, and I'm glad you're here with me today. In this episode, I'd like to explore one of the most profound and also one of the most challenging ideas on the spiritual path. What does it truly mean to see humanity as one family? At first, this idea sounds simple, almost obvious. And yet very few people actually live it. The Universal Brotherhood is not an ideology. It is not a moral commandment. It is a state of consciousness. In the teachings of Ordo Mysticus, we sometimes speak of young souls and old souls. This has nothing to do with age and nothing to do with superiority. It refers only to inner maturity. Young souls experience life primarily through separation. They see the world in contrasts. Me versus you, right versus wrong, my group versus your group. This is not a mistake, it is a stage of development. Through experience, through disappointment, through loss, and through insight, something gradually changes. Old souls begin to recognize patterns. They start to sense that beneath differences of culture, belief, personality and history, the same human essence is present. Unity is not learned, it is remembered. Wherever we see rigid us versus them structures, we are witnessing unfinished inner development. These structures generate fear, hostility, projection, and dehumanization. They simplify reality at the cost of truth. Spiritual maturity does not mean that boundaries disappear. It means hostility dissolves. A mature human being can say, "I see your difference, and I still recognize you as a part of the same human family." This is not weakness, it is strength rooted in clarity. True spiritual brotherhood is not sameness, it is mutual recognition. It means respecting individuality while honoring shared values. It means allowing different paths while serving common principles. In Ordo Mysticus, brotherhood is grounded in self-responsibility, honesty, ethical conduct, and commitment to inner work. It is not emotional fusion. It is conscious connection. And this is important to understand. Community does not automatically heal. In fact, unconscious communities often wound. All patterns get reenacted. Projections multiply. Power struggles arise. Community heals only when individuals take responsibility for themselves. And communication becomes conscious, when people remain open to reflection instead of defending their identity. A conscious community becomes a mirror. Through others, you begin to see your blind spots, your unresolved wounds, your habitual defenses. If you approach this process with maturity, it becomes deeply healing. Not always comfortable, but deeply liberating. In Ordo Mysticus, love is not demanded, it is understood. When you truly see another human being, their fears, their struggles, their hopes, their conditioning, judgment softens on its own. Love then arises not as sentiment, but as recognition. Hatred requires ignorance, while love grows out of clarity. This is why love cannot be commanded. It unfolds naturally as insight deepens. Where understanding grows, separation weakens. And wherever humans walk together consciously, conflict will arise. Conflict is not a failure, It is inevitable wherever people grow side by side. The difference lies in how conflict is met. In unconscious groups, conflict leads to blame, withdrawal, or power struggles. In a conscious spiritual community, conflict becomes dialogue. It becomes self-reflection. It becomes correction and growth. The goal is not to win. The goal is to understand and to align. Ordo Mysticus teaches that conflict resolves when individuals are willing to look within first. When you ask yourself, what in me is being touched here? What is this situation showing me about myself? This inner posture changes everything. Over time, something beautiful emerges. A spiritual family begins to form. And it feels different from ordinary social belonging. It feels safe yet honest, supportive yet demanding, warm yet clear, free yet structured. You are not loved for pretending, you are respected for becoming real. There is space for mistakes, but there is also an expectation of growth. A spiritual family does not bind you, it strengthens you. The Universal Brotherhood is not a future dream, it is a present possibility. It begins wherever a human being chooses understanding over judgment, responsibility over projection, and unity over separation. Ordo Mysticus exists to cultivate this consciousness, not as ideology but as lived reality. In our next episode, we will explore the role of leadership, service, and responsibility within a spiritual order. Until then, remember something quietly powerful. Humanity is not divided by nature. It is divided by immaturity. Unity returns as awareness grows. And if you feel called to walk this path more deeply, I warmly invite you to become a member of Ordo Mysticus. Dedicate yourself to your own spiritual development and to serving the evolution of humanity, not as a follower, but as a conscious participant in the healing of our shared world. In love, light, and service, I'm Ray del Sol. Thank you for listening. May your heart remain open and your awareness steady.